What's up, manga fans? This is Raphael from C Manga, and welcome back to another review of Bleach. This week's chapter 598, the Shooting Star Project. We only have to beat you, mix, and that was a mouthful of a chapter title. But this chapter was very enjoyable. As usual, only complaints is I'd say the length or speed of it, because it just goes so damn fast, and it's just like you're left wanting more. I'm happy with the way things went this week, because I had obviously my kind of worries about what was going to happen with the Royal Guard, but I like that Kubo still kind of has time to fit in, the typical Bleach comedy that it's known for. And we had that at the beginning where Ichigo's group is just about to fire off in the cannon, and Gaju arrives and he's literally caused a ruckus where he's like, wait, like, don't go without me, you guys must be really brave to leave without me. And Ichigo's kind of just nonchalantly brushing him off, like, what the hell are you doing here? It's just like, why are you here? He's just firing off all these excuses, trying to obviously convince him to go. It's like, oh, who's gonna fire the cannon? It's like, your sister. And it's like, yeah, but who's gonna lead you up there? And it's like, I don't know who. I've got a map, and this is the only way you're gonna be able to navigate the Soul King Palace. And Urahara's looking at Ichigo like, did you really think I was that unprepared? So it was really funny, that kind of typical banter that we saw back in the Soul Society. What I love now is that, because we know Ichigo is a Shiba technically, you can see the resemblance even more and more. Like, it felt like this was a squabble between Ishin and Ichigo rather than Ganju, but that just shows you how similar these people in the family are. They're rough, abrasive, and very loud and aggressive. So yeah, I did enjoy that, but it got very serious at one point, and I like that Ichigo has matured a lot since the beginning of this manga. Before, he would kind of be trying to brush people aside, protect everyone, but he pretty much asked the serious questions to Ganju. It's like, it's not going to be easy like before, this is going to be a really tough fight. And Ganju's like, yeah, I know that, that's why I'm coming. And Ichigo smiles. He's like, okay, whatever you say. So he's accepted him. And Ichigo before was this kind of like, I'll take on the world by myself kind of thing, which was cool, obviously. But he does need these friends, powerful friends, because Orihime and Chad, I still think they're not really suitable for where they're going right now. But as I said, sometimes you got to take what you've got right at the moment, and that's who he's got. But yeah, as they were going up in the cannon, Orihime kind of done a throwback with bringing up how this obviously mission is similar to the time where they went to go and rescue Rukia back in the Soul Society arc, except that Ishtar isn't here, so everyone's all feeling solemn, upset. But Ichigo lightens up the mood with his typical abrasive attitude, and says, of course he's because she was doubting whether he was going to come back or not, and Ichigo's like, of course he's going to come back. He's like, I'm going to stomp Juha myself, I'm going to beat him down, and then I'll beat the crap out of Ishtar and drag him back whether he likes it or not. And it's like, granted, we do that will eventually come, so first things first, we got to beat Juha. So everyone's obviously, especially Orihime, is cheered up a bit. And for once, because I said it's been a while since we've seen Ichigo kind of being the voice of reason, or the person who motivates, because usually he's been falling into depression quite a lot in the manga. So it's great to see him obviously be the encouragement that everyone needed. So that was really good. And as I said, what I was worried about in the later half of the chapter was kind of cleared my doubts from last week. The Royal Guard or the Zero Squad are much better, especially Shutara. I freaking love that woman. She's bloody brilliant, and she's so relentless. And it was just hilarious because in typical Bleach fashion, most characters, even the good guys, reveal their powers, they gloat about it, and it usually backfires. This Sternritter W, Ninazol, I can't pronounce his name properly, was gloating about how his attacks aren't all enemies that he's seen turn away in fear, which leads Shutara to immediately realize what his power was, and believes it won't work on enemies he hasn't seen. So she sends obviously 3 of her minions to attack from behind, but he says that you misunderstand. It's not the people that I need to see, it's the ability. So he's seen obviously that ability, the soldiers, and he's cut them and basically said that it doesn't matter if they come from any angle or blind spot, as long as I've seen it once. As soon as a technique or attack comes near me, it will bend like the wind. And then, as I said, slash through 3 soldiers. But what I loved was Shutara's follow-up was brilliant. She said, oh, it's like, how did you know I was talking about those that you couldn't see? You wasn't paying attention, because I was actually talking about something else. And she basically used those 3 soldiers as bait to distract Ninazol. And while obviously he was gloating and dealing with the 3 soldiers behind him, she made some adjustments and retailored his robe, and she done it in such lightning speed time that it was completely done without him realizing. And she even sewed on the royal guard's insignia on it as well. And she was this is where I loved where she was basically saying, oh, my title of Senjumaru, Senjumara, is it Senjumaru, is not just for show, which means 1,000 hands. And she's saying I earned this title by being a fast worker, as she'd said, and as she's even demonstrated, she'd done that in the blink of the eye. And she finished off saying, be grateful to wear this robe. Trash like you should be really honored that you were able to wear something I created. And she said, don't you even dare think about taking it off alive. And then all these spikes just burst out from Ninazol, and I'm assuming he's dead. Hopefully, it seems like it might be a one-shot kill, and I would love that to happen, because he was annoying. His 2 tongues, I couldn't even read his dialogue properly. I had to keep reading it to understand what he was saying. He was just arrogant, and he needs to get brushed out of the way. And I think Kubo's just doing that kind of thing where he uses a character to basically demonstrate another character's power. So hopefully he's dead, because I feel like Kubo has been rushing through quite a few characters. I mean, Byakuya finished off 3 Stone Ritters off screen by himself, so it looks like he might be speeding things up a bit. So yeah, that was badass. Shutara is brilliant. She definitely deserves the name of Senjumaru, 1,000 hands woman, and her lightning speed hands of sewing or whatever else was demonstrated quite well in this chapter. So yeah, definitely enjoyed this chapter. I can't wait to see what happens next week. The only thing I was wondering when I was reading, Ganju arriving, I was expecting to see Ginjo Shikishima and Gariko behind him. So I'm wondering where they're going or where they've gone, seeing as last time we saw them 3, they were with Ganju going off to fight. But they're not there, so where are they? Is Kubo going to show them next week, or what's going to happen? But either way, as I said, my main concern was what was going to happen with the Royal Guard. Are they going to get one-shotted? Doesn't look like that's going to happen, so I can't wait to see what happens next. And hopefully, they don't get beat down by Juha or that badly. I just really don't want to see that happen. And we'll see what happens when Ichigo's group comes arise. And as I said before, with what they've got, luckily Ichigo's got Yoraichi and Urahara, so that's not too bad. But Urahime and Chad, I really don't think they're meant for this battle. But if they've powered up a lot, then okay, I'll be quiet, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, that was a lot of rambling, but that's how much I enjoyed this chapter. You guys know the usual. If you want to say anything about this chapter, leave it in the comment box below. And also, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video and you want to check out more, check out our channel for more content, and I'll speak to you guys next week.